There are things that exist beyond understanding, things buried in history, things hiding in plain sight, and things that are still out there right now. Welcome back to Mostly Monsters. I am the researcher, and tonight we're opening 5 SCP files, 5 anomalies, 5 truths the world was never meant to know. Before we begin, subscribe and hit the notification bell and tell me which SCP I should investigate next. We release new files every week. And if you want to wear the horror, visit scpmerchstore.com for apparel inspired by the entities you're about to hear. Now, let's begin. SCP-1732, Septimius Leo. History tells us Rome was ruled by men, generals, politicians, emperors who carved their names into stone and blood. But there is one name history tried to erase. SCP-1732, Septimius Leo. A lion, not a symbol, not a legend. A living, breathing predator who sat on the throne of the Roman Empire. It began as a curiosity, a tribute, a gift to Emperor Commodus. But this was no ordinary animal. It learned, it listened, it spoke. Fluent Latin, with the voice and intelligence of a man. And when Rome fell into chaos, when emperors were murdered and power fractured, this creature did something impossible. It took control. Armies followed it. Legions marched under its command. Imagine that. Thousands of soldiers taking orders from a lion. And not just obeying, believing. Because SCP-1732 wasn't just intelligent, it was strategic, ruthless. A ruler who understood power better than most humans ever could. Its reign was marked by war, expansion, and fear. The Roman elite despised it. Religious groups feared it. Some believed it was divine, others believed it was the end. And when it died, poisoned, history didn't remember it. It erased it, because the truth was too dangerous. SCP-3899, the Night Hauler. You're driving at night. No cars, no lights, just you and the road. Then your radio crackles. A voice breaks through. Loud, wild, alive. Then you see it. A truck, moving impossibly fast. SCP-3899. A black semi, capable of speeds no machine should reach. It doesn't slow down, it doesn't stop. And when something blocks its path, it disappears. Then reappears somewhere else. Smoke fills the air. Ash, fuel, and traces of blood. Inside the cab is something calling itself the Night Hauler. It speaks over CB radio to anyone listening about speed, freedom, the open road, and something more. Something almost like an invitation. People who answer it are never the same. Some survive near collisions, and afterward they receive money, burnt notes, apologies. Didn't mean no harm. It knows what it's doing. It just doesn't care enough to stop. SCP-2750, Navajo Skinwalkers. In the American Southwest, the desert is never truly empty. At night, it listens. SCP-2750 refers to entities that look human, but they aren't. Not anymore. They wear human shapes, human clothing, human faces. But beneath that, something else is waiting. They can change, not just appearance, form, bone, muscle, movement. They become animals, coyotes, wolves, birds circling overhead. And they don't just imitate them, they move like them, perfectly, silently, naturally. Which means when you see one, you won't know. Not at first. Ancient accounts describe something worse. Voices in the dark calling your name. Something like someone you trust. A friend, a family member, something familiar, something safe, until it isn't. Some reports claim they can read your thoughts. That eye contact alone is enough. Your body locks up, your mind freezes, and whatever they want, you can't stop it. But here's the detail they should stay with you. They avoid human settlements. They stay just outside, watching, moving, existing right on the edge of where we feel safe. Not because they can't come closer, but because they don't need to. And maybe they're waiting. SCP-303, the Doorman. There's a door. You've walked past it before, maybe hundreds of times. But today, something is different. You feel it before you understand it. A weight, a pressure. Something is on the other side, watching, waiting. SCP-303. It appears behind doors, not in the room, not in the hallway, always on the other side. You can't see it, not fully, but your mind fills in the shape. A thin body, too thin, skin stretched tight, and a mouth, too large, too wide, filled with human teeth, and breathing, always breathing, loud enough that you know. It's right there. If you try to open the door, you can't. Not because something is physically stopping you, because your mind won't let you. The fear is absolute, not normal fear, not panic, something deeper, something instinctive. Like your brain is screaming, don't open the door. People have tried, threatened, forced, even tortured. Nothing works. They won't open it, because whatever is behind that door, they believe with complete certainty that opening it is worse than dying. And some have proven that, choosing death over turning a handle. Think about that. Whatever SCP-303 is, it doesn't need to attack. It doesn't need to move. It just waits and lets your mind trap you. SCP-3889, Haulin Hank, the fisherman. On the eastern coast of the United States, there is a fisherman, an old man, quiet, calm, and completely impossible. SCP-3889, known as Haulin Hank, has been alive since at least the 1800s. No one questions it, no one notices, until he casts his line, because when he fishes, he doesn't catch fish, he pulls something else out of the water. Sometimes it's harmless, a normal catch, but other times it's something massive, something wrong. Creatures made of corpses, monsters larger than buildings, things that should not exist. And once they're pulled out, they don't stay still. They attack. Cities, ships, anything nearby. Entire military operations have been launched just to stop what he pulls from the ocean. And when it's over, he's gone. Vanished, like it never happened. Try to capture him, he disappears, and someone else takes his place. Agents trying to stop him suddenly find themselves where he stood, holding fishing gear like a joke, like a warning, because whatever he's pulling from the water, it's not random, and one day something might come up that no one can stop. A lion that ruled an empire, a truck that hunts the night, shapeshifters watching from the desert, a door you could never open, and a fisherman pulling monsters from the deep. These aren't just stories, they're real, somewhere, and there are thousands more. So tell me, which SCP should I investigate next? Comment below. Check out our scpmerchstore.com for SCP-inspired apparel, and subscribe with notifications on, because new SCP files drop every week. I am the researcher, and this has been Mostly Monsters.